Hey, how's it going everyone? This is K Collections and today I'll be talking about the 5 important things FGO players forget to do. Now, keep in mind this may or may not apply to you, but I've seen many players make this mistake or they just forget to do this sometimes. And I am talking about the NA version, not the Japanese version, so keep that in mind as well. So, let's get started. First thing that players forget to do is to update their support. The thing is, our servants lists are always changing, especially when we're pulling on banners, and Okita is just coming up. Not to mention that the Halloween banner was maybe like a week and a half ago, or 2 weeks, I forgot, time flies. My point being is, always update your best servants onto the support slot. But the worst thing, I mean, holy shit, the amount of players I see who keep MASH on their all slot is just, it pisses me off sometimes, in a nice way, okay? Of course. The thing is, I've seen players who have, a lot of 4 and 5-star servants, yet they never, place a new servant onto their all slot. The thing is, we all have MASH to begin with. There's no reason why, we would want to use her as support. Unless, don't get me wrong, unless you want to use her skills, to buff up defense, it's your play style. But for myself, we all have her. We want to use new servants that we may or may not have. And the thing is, put your best servant on the all slot. The reason being is that's the first thing a lot of players see when, they're choosing a servant to, support them. Now, the reason why you want this is you really want to leverage all the free friend points as much as possible. Now, yes, it's free. Yes, you're not going to pull any 4-star in the friends gacha. But the thing is, in the future banners, I guarantee you there are servants that, 3-star servants that are really excellent. And the thing is, you may or may not want to spend your sync quartz on them. Right? For me, never pull on a banner just for a 3-star because you can always earn them on a friend points. That's something that you have to remember. Friend points is very vital to this game as well. It's not just, a load of crap. So update your support servants so players would choose your servants as support. The second thing is update your support craft essence, and I'm actually on the page of Jack-O-Lantern. The reason being is I still see some players on my friend list who still has this craft essence on their support. Now honestly, there's really no reason for me to choose that servant if they have this craft essence. I would rather choose someone else's. And this again goes back to what I said during my first point, where you want players to choose your servant so you can earn more friend points in general. Okay. Another example that I want to give you guys for updating your craft essence for your support servants is that, it's actually funny to me anyways, is that someone on my friend list who frequently logs in, right, has imaginary around for their Joan of Arc. Now to me, that makes absolutely no sense, especially when they have a kaleidoscope on their cursed arm Hassan. Now again, this doesn't really make sense, but the only explanation is that they didn't update their craft essence. So when I'm choosing a support, I'm definitely going to choose the Joan of Arc with a kaleidoscope or something a lot better that's best suited for Joan of Arc. Moving on to the third point, equip beginning of the journey if you have this. Now this craft essence is definitely underrated in my opinion. I definitely love it. The reason being is, again, friend points, right? And this gives you an extra 75 points when you equip it to your servants, right? And of course, when you're grinding in the field, you're grinding for experience cards, you're farming for ascension items, it's an extra 75 points for each round. That definitely adds up a whole lot. And the thing is, at this point, especially for NA version, I've seen a lot of players who are very over leveled, meaning they're very overpowered. It doesn't really take all 5 of their servants to basically beat the round, right? One servant may die, you're always going to have a replacement, not including support from your friends. I always equip this on my last character because I never really use them. And it's just free friends points that just adds up. And trust me, in the future, there's actually an exclusive servant strictly for the friend points, and that's far in the future. But best start using these now because it just adds up. Fourth point, now this may or may not apply to all players because not everyone will have Hercules, but I've seen a lot of players who have Hercules, and he's honestly, I don't have to tell you guys, he's an amazing servant, especially in the late game. I'm actually going to link a video of how amazing Hercules is. He actually killed I believe he's the last boss, I don't know. He killed a boss strictly by himself. This player soloed a boss with over, I think, 1 million life with Hercules alone. So he's very awesome. And my point is, if you have Hercules, use him for every round. Okay, when you're grinding, when you're using ascension, not using ascension, when you're grinding for ascension items, okay, the reason being is you need to unlock his max bond craft essence. And if you already know, that's great, but if you don't know, this gives basically Hercules 3 extra lives, right? Not including his original guts skill, making it 4 lives in total. That's like a mini God Hand Noble Phantasm right there, right? If you guys watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, no, that's okay. But very powerful. This is actually one of the best craft essence that's strictly for, a servant. Use him for everything because, as you can tell right here, the total amount of bond points you need is over 1 million. Right, 1,409,000. That's about 1.5 million, basically. Right, and as we know, grinding on quests, the most bond points I see is probably 800, 600 to 800. I can't remember if there was one with 1,000 or something, but that's rare. That's very rare. I've seen the majority is around 600. Occasional quests is 800. Especially for interludes. Now, I do believe in the future there will be some bonding quests. I don't know too much about that. I haven't really looked into that too much yet. But the thing is, start using your Hercules as much as you can. You should be having him on every round just to get those extra bond points. Because that way, you can unlock this as soon as you can. Now, the thing is, if you don't have Hercules, now that's okay. Search out your most favorite, servant. Or the servant that you want to unlock their max potential. Find a servant with the best bond reward. Use them constantly. For me, I never go around without using Hercules. 1, he's great. 2, I just need to unlock that craft essence as soon as possible. Just to have that extra 3 guts. Okay. Now the last thing that most players tend to forget is to update their friends list. And what I mean is, I usually go through my friends list maybe once a week and delete any friends who never really played the game 2 days or more. Reason being is you always want to refresh your friends list, keep the most updated servants available, right? Because if there's someone who doesn't play this game for, let's say, a week, they missed out. For example, someone who missed a whole week of the Halloween event, not really on top of things. Therefore, you want to replace them with someone who's more of a frequent player, someone who maybe has Tamamo, or the maximum friends we could have is only 80, as you guys can tell right here, right? So update your friends list. Always have the most frequent players. For me, it's 2 days or more, I delete them. Just take that into consideration. And besides, having friends who always play this game means they'll most likely choose your servant on a frequent basis, right? Again, what does that mean? More friend points. I know I sound like a broken record, but you get so many good things, right? You get attack up, HP up. You could exchange, 3-star servants that you have duplicates of for mana prisms, 3-star experience cards, even upgrade your 3 stars and lower noble phantasms. Okay. Hope you guys enjoy this. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, hit the like button. I always love to support, and that way I know this video has some value. I am looking forward to making more videos. I had a huge blast making the Gudaguda guide as well as this. I definitely want to talk to you guys more about Fate Grand Order. Comment down below. Let me know. Is there anything that I missed? Is there anything that you want me to go into specifics in? And, what team are you going to use for the Gudaguda event? And are you going to pull for Okita? I know I am, so keep a lookout for that video in the future. And subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I'm going to pull for Okita. I'm going to probably make a lot more Fate Grand Order videos. And also, I do figure reviews. If you're into that stuff, definitely subscribe to my channel. And last but not least, I know I said there are 5 points that players tend to forget, but I'll just give you guys a bonus. Have fun with this game. That's something that I also see players forget. They're so caught up with pulling for their waifus or spending so much money on a specific banner that they just quit this game, or they hate grinding for ascension items. Hey, listen, if you really think grinding's a hassle, if this is starting to become a chore and you're not enjoying this, take a quick break. Don't forget to log in, because logging in you get the daily login bonus, of course. But you don't have to grind. Don't go for the daily quest if you don't want to. If this is becoming a hassle, don't force it. Just have fun with this, because this is honestly a great game. I honestly love it. I have so much passion for the Fate series, and you should too. Okay, so have fun. This is gonna be great, and let's grind together at Gudaguda. Till next time, guys.